I took my first solo trip, and when I tell you it was so worth it, it was so worth it. So I'm in South Beach, Miami, and this is my second time being here. So because I've been here and I know kind of like what it looks like, how the vibe is, I just was so much more comfortable just being here. But okay, you're probably like, okay, Riss, like, why are you even going on a solo trip? Honestly, it was really just a good time for me to just step back, refresh, take a break from work, take a break from my home environment, and then just honestly like empower myself. I just left the beach, and I gotta tell you, it was so refreshing. Something about the beach just makes me feel so relaxed and calm. Okay, also one of the things that I most get nervous about when going into new places is the fact that I don't know anybody. I think this is one of those things where like God calls you to do something and like just go for it. And that was the vibe that I was in. I really just wanted to empower myself, really have some more close me time, and really just grow and know what it means to love yourself fully and trust yourself. So I trust my instincts and I just went for it, and it was so worth it. One of the things that I was just kind of thinking about this whole trip is, what is a life that you want to live? And what's really cool about going on an airplane is that when you're so high up, you know, you're able to see the land, the cars, and when you get a little closer, it's so funny because it looks like little car toys and houses and stuff. And like, that's the way that God sees us. He's able to see the bigger picture, and sometimes we don't always know what things should go where, how we should be filled, what areas are dry. When we get closer to the ground, it's a little bit harder to see that. And I say that to say, like, this trip just allowed me to reflect on what life do I want to live, what pieces of my landscape do I actually want to fill, and then how do I go about that. I'm just a girl from Minneapolis, born and raised, love education, and just really want to do for my family and take care of my family in any way possible. I kind of be an example for my little sisters, and I don't want anyone to think I'm far beyond perfect. I make mistakes. I got my little woman attitudes. But you know, I believe that we can all design the best version of ourselves. One of the things that I loved about this trip was get to meet so many cool people. I went to yoga on the beach, and it was a really dope vibe. And then I went to the Wynwood Arts District. So if you're not aware of that, it's just really arts everywhere, culture, music. There I actually ran into a group, and that approached me, was like, hey, do you model? And I was like, yeah. I used to deny it because I would always like get really shy and didn't really want to like toot my own horn and all that stuff. But here I was just like, you know what, just like kind of go with the flow. And so I said, yeah, and we ended up doing like a photo shoot.
Right, with the walk by that pole, it's the leg, it's sticking out. Just want to close it up.
Take
Right
a little
right
video.
Stand right there.
Wait.
George, you're right behind you. Stand right there. Everybody get that shot.
I also took like a graffiti class. I really enjoy art. I was actually originally going to college to get an art major, but then I did not have enough patience for that. I told myself to do moving forward anywhere I travel is to create an experience. When you look back on that moment, that's something you always remember that was just unique, that was just so different. So graffiti was one of those things for me. The photo shoot was definitely a spontaneous thing for me that I was not expecting at all. Well, obviously you gotta go to the beach. When I look at the beach, it just reminds me of like life. I'm in Minneapolis, so we got lakes, and so yes, I'm always wowed about nature and beaches and everything like that because it's just beautiful. I can't wait till I can go to a place where you can see so clearly through the water. Yeah, but beaches just reminds me of how big life can be, and it's just infinitive, the things that you can do in your life and the things that you can create, and you can always flow, go with the flow. I would encourage that everyone goes into a trip solo. If either you want to go somewhere and people around you aren't on that type of time, still go, because at the end of the day, one thing I learned is you can't really wait for every single person to travel with you. Just take that leap and trust yourself and make the best of it. 10 out of 10, y'all. I'm just so grateful to just have taken the time to prioritize me and take care of me, and we'll see where I go next. It could be with the group, it could be just me, so we'll see. Oops. Peace.